Welcome to 2024 McKeanTwins channel. I am so excited to be jumping into this. My channel is going to be looking a little bit different. I'm going to be trying to focus all my energy on all the content that I can make. I'm going to be trying to do main stuff, extras, and uncut, and I have a channel with McKeanPets with Kate Cruzan, so I'm going to be focusing on just an overall consistency of everything, and of course that does involve trying to do some more character design stuff. And this one is a little more interesting. I'm not doing emoji character designs. I have had some characters given to me for redesigns and I've been sitting on them. So I decided to do a redesign video, and I had the full intention of going in and doing 3 characters like I do my emoji character design. I realized I do those a little bit quicker than I do some redesigns. Some redesigns I do very fast and some I do very slow because, you know, not everything's gonna come to me very quickly. So this one is a little different. Technically you get 3 drawing, but you get only 2 characters. I say we just jump right into it. Let me know if you have any questions for what's to come to 2024. I think I will do a Q&A at some point, or just a fun video. Anyway, I just want to get right into the character design, shall we? Before I begin, sorry if you hear any guinea pig noises in the background. I did just get their cage cleaned, so they're a little bit more amped up than normal. This character design, it was a pony mer pony, if you will. When I saw this character, I really wanted to do the mermaid tail, but it just didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. I'm not very good with feral characters. I'm good at anthro, terrible at feral. It's just not something I practice with that often, so pony anatomy doesn't really come as easy to me. But then when you're gonna add like a tail, fish tail to that, that's even harder for me. So I just tried to stick with just regular pony anatomy. In the future, I really do want to try doing a merpony character, but I just felt like for this character, it wasn't working for me. And before anyone says, oh, I loved the design previously, every time I do a redesign of a character, that absolutely does not mean that I think this character needs redesigned. I don't mean that it's bad in any way, shape, and form. It's just a redesign so that I personally will use this character more. And by the end of the video, I do turn this character to an anthro character, which means it has 2 legs instead of 4. And it's just for me to use, okay? So I don't want to give hate to the person who had made this. It was sent to me on my toy house, and I want to be able to use the character in a way that I would use it. And I was talking to Katie, and as I designed this first one, you can see that it's, wow, that's really not like the original. And when I saw the original, I noticed that the pony half was so vastly different than the fish tail half. So I wanted to stick with one aspect of the character, and I really liked the spikes on the fishtail, and I liked the end of it, and I felt like the hair on it wasn't matching the same design type as the tail. It was giving 2 different characters to me, so I wanted to use the sharp edges of the tail and the edgier triangular points of it a little more in this first character. I didn't plan on making 2 characters with this one design. I fully was just going to stick with the first one and then move on to a different character, but I was showing Katie this and she was like, you never keep the characters the same way. And that made me so self-conscious because I know it's true, but it's just the way my brain saw this character. And sometimes because I do design characters, I take inspiration a lot from characters. Like I'll see one aspect, I'm like, I really like that, and then I'll just hone in on it and then forget everything else. So I wanted to make sure that this character didn't go to waste. I did try to stick with some of the colors, like that purple and then the lighter skin tone of the skin, and then greens, which I changed a little bit. I just tried to make it a little more cohesive, and I did give her the tail at the back, and I didn't want that tail to be only on the tail. So I wanted to make sure to add it to her front. What is that called on a horse? Front legs? I was gonna say paws, but they don't have paws. I feel like I say this every time, but I didn't have necessarily an idea of what I was gonna go in with. I just really liked the tail idea, and I kind of honed on in it. And she has a gem necklace, but I just wasn't in love with that idea. I feel like that's so overused. I have maybe 1 character with that, and I don't want any more. That's that one character's thing. Don't want to keep doing it. So I decided to do the heart pattern, not heart pattern. but the heart on the front, because my brain was like, ooh, heart with flames. I love that. Because I thought it was interesting to give something that was a ocean character, but make it more flame themed. So I call her Flamora. I called her Flamora, and I think she's so fun. She turned out so cute, and I will let you see the rest of that. I will say I do add wings to her design by the end, so just keep that in mind. And here is the second character from this first design. Now you can see that her hair and her shapes on her are much more similar to the original. I didn't keep the hair to the original because there's just something about it I didn't like, and I just could not draw for the life of me. I just didn't like the shape of it. I wasn't in love with it, so I made the bangs a little bit shorter, and I kind of like did like a high pony. I tried to keep her face more rounded, the points on hers less there. We tried to keep more of a circular thing, and I made a star her shape theme, which also is, with thinking about it, that's funny, because if you think about it, Flamora's should be a star because it has points on it, but hers is a heart with has curves on it. That's kind of funny. That's kind of cute. It kind of balances them together. And I added that on her necklaces, so they both have like a necklace. And since I named her Glamoura, I did put a head piece with her starfish on it because I wanted her to be like a little bit more fancier than Flamora. And they are sisters, so I love the fact that I got two characters out of it. And I did try to keep the colors the same as Flamora's, just on different places. So I did keep the tail the same color. I wanted to give them both different scale patterns, and I made Glamoura's white so it stands out a little bit different. It kind of makes it more oceany. I don't know what that adjective means, but that's how I feel. And these are ponies, because I wanted to draw them in, you know, like My Little Pony-esque looking, you know. I'm not someone who is going to have a pony OC, not really the thing that I like, not a feral one. It's not my thing. I'd watch My Little Pony. Not really looking to have an OC though, not my cup of tea. I'll stick to my anthro characters. I know Katie loves her pony characters, but I'm just not into it. So that cues to the third drawing, where I moved on to making them their anthro designs. And I feel like this just gave them a little bit more personality. I gave them fun outfits. I think they look so adorable. I am in love with Flamora. I love the masculine energy that she's giving as a female. I love that about some characters. Like my character Sapphire, she's very tall, they have similar body types here, and I love it. I love it so much. I love it. And I think that I really love Flamora's design because the masculine energy that she's giving, but the heart on her top, that's like, she can still be cute. She can still be cute. She can still wear pink. She can still wear bright, bubbly colors and look fine doing it, you know? And I love her, like, her long snout. I didn't want to give them the same, like, face because they're supposed to be giving two different energies. And I really I wanted to make Glamoura like a soft, pudgy girl. So I had her tummy out, which I thought was so cute. And I gave her this little tiny skimpy skirt because, like, the point of it, they are like underwater characters. They don't live underwater, but they are like water-esque characters. So, you know, having clothes that are like okay to get wet would be like normal because they would be swimming a lot. Maybe not Glamoura as much because she is more towards flame heat. And I think Glamoura is the cutest little, sweetest little thing I've ever seen in my life, and I think I outdid it with this design. Y'all, I love it so much. And I love their hair because it reminds me of different like coral parts. Like Flamora's is very like jagged, and Glamoura's kind of reminds me of like mixes of like seaweed and stuff like that, and it is so cute. And I'm pretty sure seaweed is what I wanted to like the stuff around her, or kelp, you know, for her necklace and the headpiece and maybe her like skirt and stuff. I really do love the shapes that I chose for these two. I know that I see this all the time. It's like triangles are for villain characters, and yes, they are designed with triangles in mind, but there's something about making characters with triangle shapes that aren't necessarily like bad people, you know? They're misunderstood. They're misunderstood, and Flamora is that for me. She's misunderstood. She's a baddie, but she's misunderstood. And I was thinking about that while I was designing her, and I was like, but I love her. I love her for her edginess. Love them. I'm so glad I designed them for Anthro, because I will so use these in an animation meme. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much about the character design or if I'm like all over the place. I really put my head down and just like barfed on the canvas, you know? I tried my best and I think I did a good job. I'm like, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I did a phenomenal job. And there you have it. Flamora has got her like triangle like scales, which I love so much, and then Flamora has her white ones that are like curved. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Let me know if you want to see more redesigned characters. Maybe I'll get better at voiceovers because this was a bad one. Let me know if you know of any good animation memes to do with these two girls, because I would love to do that. I would love that so much. Anyway, before I wrap this video up, I would like to say I do commissions on my toy house. You can find a lot of the memes that I post here on there so you can commission from me. I also have my Ko-fi, which I'm pretty positive has all of my updated animation memes. I'm not quite sure. All my animation commissions and drawings and stuff. I have stuff that's good for a budget, and then I have stuff that, you know, is higher priced, so you can always check it out. You can always talk to me and DM me. That is it for this video, and if you are someone on Toy House who has characters that you aren't finding any connection with or love anymore, you can send to me, and I will always come around to redesign them, because I am always looking to do background character work and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!